Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Melanie? You got it. And then Miss no. Nothing? Okay. So let's start in a child's pose posture. Thank you guys for coming tonight. I'm super excited to teach. And just give yourself permission to relax. For the next hour, the only thing you need to focus on is the breath, the body, and just feeling the subtle sensations of what it feels like to move in a place of stillness with the breath. And some say, what does it mean to move in a place of stillness? Hermann Hesse states that within all of us, there's a place of peace, a sanctuary, an inner stillness that we can move through. Just breathing here. If you find the mind wandering, maybe it'll help to bring the awareness to the breath and maybe count for 1, 2, 3 for the inhale, and then a slow exhale. And just breathing here. With each exhale, you feel the hips relax a little bit more, the jaw release. And breathing here. Opening our practice with setting an intention this evening, bringing the awareness around the stillness of the core. So our core strength, the core is more than muscles. It's the seat of your stability, your confidence, and your inner light. As we move slowly this evening, notice how strength arises from your center, steady and warm, and like an ember as it glows within, moves throughout the body. And breathe. Few more breaths here. Taking your time. Finding that steadiness within the breath. And when the body feels called to gently move, we're going to begin to take some somatic movements. Maybe that looks like a dancing lion coming up into your tabletop, moving around, moving through the spine, moving through the arms, the legs. If it feels comfortable, I invite you to keep the eyes closed, giving your body the opportunity to really tune in and just breathe. And if it feels comfortable, maybe you pause in one spot. So there's no boundary, no rule here within the movement. It's just a nice, natural, flowing movement. Nice and slow. And then once you come to a spot that feels comfortable, either continue with your somatic movement or flow into a gentle cat-cow. So add what you need. And once again, inviting you, if it feels comfortable, keeping the eyes closed. Few more breaths. Now listening to your body as you're tuned in, roll into a thread the needle posture. So maybe the body's called to go to the right first, or maybe it's called to go to the left. So just allow the body to speak. And if the thread the needle feels a little too tight on the back or the hips, you can come into a modified thread the needle by bringing the sit bones down to the heels, taking that wide-legged child's pose variation for that thread the needle. And just breathe. One more breath. Slowly flowing out of your thread the needle back to your tabletop posture, adding in those somatic movements, whether it's dancing lions or figure eights, or maybe you bounce into a nice little cobra, lowering the hips. Take what you need for a few breaths before rolling over into your thread the needle on the opposite side. Continuing to breathe. Nice deep breath. Pausing here for a few more breaths. And when the body feels ready to move, it'll tell you. Gently flow back up into your tabletop posture, rolling through some gentle cat-cows, or maybe you add back in your dancing lions or figure eight. And just breathe. And remembering this evening at any time throughout the practice, if a posture feels good for the body and you want to stay instead of move, I give you that permission to take what you need. There's no judgment here. This is your time with your body and your breath. Now, using the movement of the body, flowing up into a down dog. So take your time here. Feel the body as you exhale, push back into your down dog. Nice and slow. Paddle through the feet. And while you're in your down dog, begin to explore moving through the lower part of the body. So start with the right leg if it feels comfortable and begin to come into three-legged, opening up through the hip. And just take a moment here just to Feel the movement of that leg, whether it's right or left, wherever the body was called to go first. And then when your body says, I'm ready to switch sides, allow it to gently drop back down, raising up that left leg or the opposite, whichever one you have, opening up through the hip. When you're ready to release, I will meet you back in your downward dog. Flow forward into your plank. So whether your plank is knees raised or modified with knees down to the earth, take what you need. Breathing here. Nice and slow, roll it back down dog. Inhale, roll back forward to plank, whether it's plank or modified. Nice and slow, roll it back down dog. So find that little spinal fluid movement, very somatic, like we were doing with our cat-cow, our dancing lions. Maybe you drop the hips, come into cobra, flowing back up. Be mindful of the low back here. Maybe dropping down into cobra is not the best. If you're dealing with any low back issues, then I would suggest modified plank. Or you can move again, dancing lions. One more breath. Wherever you are, come to a place of stillness, downward dog. And then slowly rock forward. Plank, drop the knees, chest, and chin. Roll it down to the earth. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. Take the right hand, bring it underneath the forehead. Left hand comes behind, grabs that left foot. Stretch through your quad here. And breathe. One more breath. Exhale, release. Left leg extends behind the body. Left arm comes out to the side. Right hand on the side of the chest. Roll into your shoulder stretch here. Be mindful of the shoulder. If you have any rotator cuff injuries, you want to bend and do what's called broken wing, where it's more like this instead of fully extended out. One more breath. Exhale, release, come back to center. Roll up into your Sphinx pose here. Inhale, raise up. Take the gaze towards the ceiling. Exhale, allow the body to soften, the belly core towards the earth. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, soften. Last one, inhale, rise up. Exhale, soften. Hands come down by the chest. Inhale, roll up into cobra. Spinal flow, take it back to table. Flow through cat-cow for 3 breaths. When you come to your third and final exhale, roll it up into cobra. Roll it up into down dog. Breathing here. Exhale, roll forward into plank. From here, drop down, knees, chest, and chin, chaturanga dandasana, or knees, chest, and chin. Sorry, inhale, roll up, cobra. Exhale, relax, come down to the earth. Right hand comes underneath, left hand comes underneath forehead. Right hand reaches around, grabs the right foot. Come in for that quad stretch. When you're ready to exhale, release, extend that right leg behind the body. Bring that right arm out to the side, flow into that nice deep shoulder stretch here. Make any modifications if you need. One more breath. Exhale, release, come back to center. Come into your Sphinx pose. Breathing here, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. Two more, inhale, rise up. Exhale, release. Last one, inhale, exhale. Slide hands out in front, sides of the mat, fingers spread wide. Think of them as like tacky fingers like a frog. Inhale, push up into seal. Breathe. Exhale, release down. Bring both heels to the buttocks. Grab the feet on the top of the feet. We're just going to take a baby bow here. So it's a nice deep back opening pose. So back bend, but we want to be very gentle. We're going to revisit this pose at the end of the practice. But for now, we're just kind of feeling it. So come into that nice bow, breathe. Exhale, release down. Hands come underneath the forehead. Gently rock back and forth with the hips. And then slowly from here, hands come down by the side. Roll it up. Cobra, spinal flow, take it back. Table, flow through cat-cow for 2 breaths. On that final exhale, roll into your down dog. So if you need to do the third one, take what you need here. And then once you find down dog, take what you need, whether you pedal your feet or if you want to hop, skip, or jump to the top of the mat. Coming into forward fold, if you're dealing with any back issues, coming to the top of the mat, we're going to stand and mount. So forward fold or mountain, feel where you are today in the body. Breathe. And if you're in your forward fold and you want to wrap the arms here, take what you need. If you're in mountain, you can take that upward salute, wrap the arms overhead, and take any little side bends. And just breathe. On your next exhale, I invite you to release through the jaw and let the breath out. And if that feels good, for 2 more breaths, we're going to inhale deep through the nose. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly with the knees bent. If you are in forward fold, roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. If you are in your mountain, go ahead, flow upwards from forward fold or mountain into upward salute. Palms overhead. Exhale, release, hands to heart center. Breathe. Welcome to your practice. On your next inhale, we're going to bring arms back overhead, upward salute. This time, exhale. Left leg comes up, gaze goes out in front, taking that 90-degree angle here. Breathe. How does that feel within the body? When you're ready to release, exhale, drop it down. Inhale, arms back overhead, upward salute. Exhale, hands to heart center. Find that focal point, raise the right leg. One more breath. Exhale, release. Inhale, arms overhead. This time, exhale, chair. Breathe. Pausing here for 3 nice deep breaths. When the body's ready to move, inhale, raise back overhead, upward salute. Maybe you add in that baby back bend. Exhale, come back, hands to heart center. Gaze out in front. Shift the weight into the right foot. Raise left leg, 90-degree angle. Breathe. Adding in the next variation to our flow. Take your time, keep that gaze out in front. Begin to gently move that left leg behind. The hands can stay at heart center, or you can move them out in front. Come into your modification or variation of Warrior 3. Breathe. When you feel the body ready to release, drop that back foot down. Come into your Warrior 1. The right foot should be forward or whichever side you're on. Raise up. Arms overhead, adding in that upward salute with your Warrior 1 here. Breathe, push into it, really feel the body. Take a moment here to check in with alignment. Make sure the hips are nice and square. So if you have to move one leg over, take what you need. One more breath. When you're ready to exhale, bring arms behind. You're going to slowly hinge at the hips, adding in that intensity. And then from here, keeping that nice bend, take the hands behind if it feels comfortable. Clasp the hands, form that steeple mudra with the fingers. Push the arms out so you're opening up through the shoulders. Yogi's choice, you can keep it where the arms are straight out, or as we lower down into humble warrior, you can bring arms overhead. Breathe. When you're ready to exhale, raise up, use that exhale. Release that bind. Inhale, arms overhead. Lengthen. Exhale, bring arms out to the side. We're going to take that left arm underneath, right arm on top. So either take a bear hug here or take your eagle arms. Breathe. Now from here, begin to put the weight into the right foot, pivot onto the ball of the left. You're coming into that intense high lunge. Kick off, exhale, left foot comes to meet the right. You're standing up, and then flow into your chair. Breathe. One more breath. When you're ready to inhale, raise up. Allow the arms to unbind from one another. Inhale, arms overhead, upward salute. Maybe you add that baby back then. Either fall into forward fold or return back to mountain. And breathe. Nice little resting pose here. One more breath. And slowly, we're going to roll up one vertebrae at a time. If you were in your mountain, go ahead, flow with us up to upward salute. Exhale, hands at heart center. Inhale, arms overhead, extend. Exhale, release, chair. Breathe. Gaze out in front. We're going to shift the weight into the left leg as we rise up. Bring that right leg overhead. Right leg up 90 degrees. Raise it overhead. I'm just kidding. Breathe. One more breath. Pivoting here, come into your modification or variation of Warrior 3. You can keep the arms at heart center, or you can flow them out in front. And when the body's ready to release, roll down into your Warrior 1. Take a moment here to check in with your alignment like we did on the right. I love to bring arms overhead, adding in that upward salute variation with this, maybe even pushing into that left leg, opening up through the heart, feeling the back here. Now, if you're dealing with any low back issues, you want to keep that back nice and straight. Breathe. One more breath. When you're ready to exhale, hinge forward, bring arms behind, gaze out in front. Breathing here. From here, clasp the hands if you wish. Push out into your steeple mudra, opening up through the chest, feeling the shoulders open. Exhale, release, humble warrior. Breathe. One more breath. Exhale, release, rise up. Arms overhead, opening up. Exhale, release down to the side, right arm underneath, left arm on top. Add that eagle arm bind or take your bear hug. Breathe. Hinge from the hips, pivot, put the weight into that left foot on the ball of the right foot. You're going to kick off, raise back up into standing, and then lower into your chair. And breathe. One more breath. Exhale, release, raise up. Unbind the arms. Inhale, upward salute. Palms together. Exhale, heart center. Release down into mountain, hands to the side. Breathe. One more breath. Setting the body up for our tree posture. We're going to shift the weight into that left foot. Go ahead and bring that right foot up to what feels comfortable for you, whether it's ankle, calf, or inner thigh, using that gaze out in front like we established earlier in the practice. Breathe. One more breath. Holding that balance, gently rotate that right leg forward, and from here, take it, hook it, find it, and then slowly come down. Hands at heart center. Zipping up through the core, one more breath. Exhale, release, rise up, unbind the legs, upward salute. Exhale, heart center. Breathe, return to mountain. Nice deep breath, checking in with the body. One more breath here. Exhale, shift the weight into the right foot. Gaze comes out in front, setting up for tree posture on the right. Breathe. One more breath. And slowly you can hold this posture or bring that left leg forward. Go ahead, begin the bind. Gaze out in front. And breathe. One more breath. Exhale, release, rise up, unbind the legs, arms overhead, upward salute. I'll meet you rolling down chair. Breathe. Inhale, rise up. From the top of the mat, that right foot's going to stay forward. Step that left foot behind, roll into your 5-pointed star. And breathe. From your 5-pointed star, go ahead, turn those heels in. Exhale, goddess squat. Zipping up through the cores. If you've got a zipper coming from the pelvic bowl all the way up underneath the chin, breathe. Exhale, release arms overhead. Keeping that 5-pointed star, heel toe that left foot in just a little. Find that focal point out in front that we did earlier in our practice and lift off. Come into your balancing 5-pointed star. Exhale, release. Back to center. So from here, we're going to bend at this left leg. You're going to keep the torso upright. So we're not going to go down into our full Skandasana. Right hand's going to come to the earth. Left arm's going to come up, and you're coming into a variation of a Skandasana pose if it was raised up. This is more of a restorative twist. Breathe. When you're ready to exhale, release. You're going to be in your wide-legged forward fold. Walk the hands over. Pivot that right foot forward, coming into runner's lunge. Gaze out in front. Breathe. One more breath. Exhale, drop the knee, untuck the toes, roll up into your low crescent lunge. Exhale, release, roll into your half split. Inhale, rock forward, tuck through toes, raise up, high lunge. Breathe. Exhale, release. Left foot comes to meet the right, upward salute. Exhale, chair. Inhale, upward salute. Arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Left foot stays forward. Step that right foot back. Roll into your 5-pointed star. Breathe. Exhale, turn those heels in. Roll into your goddess. Exhale, release. Raise back up. Heel toe that right foot in a little. Gaze comes out in front, that focal point. Lift off that right foot. Come into your balancing 5-point star. Exhale, release. Lower down. From here, bending at that right leg. Left hand's going to come to the earth. Roll up. Breathe. One more breath. Exhale, release. You're in your wide-legged forward fold, rolling it towards the left foot. Pivot, come into runner's lunge, left foot forward. Breathe. Exhale, drop that knee, rise up, low crescent lunge. Exhale, release, come back, frame the foot, roll into that half split. Inhale, release, roll back, tuck through toes, rise up, high lunge. Exhale, release, right foot comes to meet the left, upward salute. Forward fold or mountain. So yogi's choice, forward fold or mountain. Take any somatic movements here. If you need to move around a little, shake like a little bit of a rag doll. Take any side stretches. One more breath. How's everybody feeling? Good. Very nice. On your next inhale, if you were in your forward fold, now we're going to add in our halfway lift, our Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, release, back to forward fold. Hands to the earth. Go ahead, heel toe the feet back. Downward facing dog. Pedal through the feet. Slowly from here, roll into your plank. You can modify by dropping the knees if you need. And either stay here or exhale, take it back to your downward dog. So take what you need here. I'm gonna meet you whenever you finish, releasing through the breath. Roll down into table. From table, roll back into child's pose, either knees apart or knees together. Then inhale, roll back forward. So we're taking a child's pose, tabletop, somatic spinal flow here. We want to keep the body moving while we give it a little bit of rest. One more breath. Once you've finished your final roll, come back to center, gaze out in front, extend that right leg behind, left arm out in front, come into bird dog. Breathe. Now, yogi's choice, you can pause here or we can add in that little bit of a back bend again, reaching that left arm behind, grabbing that right foot, push that right foot into the hand, coming into tiger. Exhale, release. Bring that right leg behind, left arm out in front. Keep that right leg raised. Drop that left hand. Rock forward, knees, chest, and chin. Keep that right leg raised as you roll down. Inhale, up cobra. Exhale, lower down. Left hand underneath the forehead. Right arm reaches around, grabs the right foot. Come back into that beautiful quad stretch. Exhale, release. Left arm comes out to the side. Roll into that nice shoulder stretch. Exhale, release. Back to center. From here, right forearm comes to the earth. Left forearm to the earth. Come into your Sphinx. You can pause here or add in that variation. Take that left foot, bring it close to the heel. Left hand comes behind and pulls it in for an added stretch. One more breath. Exhale, release. Left arm comes underneath forehead, lower down. Right arm reaches around, grabs that right foot, come into that quad stretch. Exhale, release. Right arm comes out to the side. Roll into that shoulder stretch. Exhale, release. Come back to center. Roll up into Sphinx. You can pause here if this is where you're at today, especially if you're dealing with any low back issues, or if you want to try the variation, stay on the left forearm, bring that right arm behind, grab that right foot, and begin to add in that quad stretch. Exhale, release. Return to Sphinx. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, release the torso. Allow the forehead to hang, the head to hang. One more breath. Exhale, release. Back onto the belly. Hands come underneath the forehead. Gentle rock back and forth. And then slowly from here, returning back to bow. So if bow is not part of your practice, you can always take your Thalambasana, your locust pose. So find what feels best for you. If you want to take boat, go ahead, reach arms behind. Grab both feet. You can also take a half bow where you only grab one. So find what feels comfortable for you. And then inhale, push those feet into the hands. Breathe. Exhale, release. Back to center. Once again, roll, rock side to side on the hips. And then I will meet you. Hands come down by the chest, taking a spinal flow roll here. Rolling up into cobra, arch through the back for cat. Exhale, release, child's pose. And breathe. Nice deep breath. From your child's pose, begin to roll up, taking those somatic movements, whether it's cat-cow or just moving and feeling the body with the eyes closed. And then if it feels comfortable, gently flutter the eyes open and roll back into your down dog. So allow the movements to just be fluid and feel the body as you take those next movements. And breathe. One more breath. Exhale, release, roll back down into your table. Go ahead, extend the left leg out behind, right arm out in front, come into bird dog. You can stay here or add that tiger posture. Go ahead, reach that hand behind, grab the foot, and push into the hand, breathe. Exhale, release, bring it back, and slowly lower down. Take a little shock, shake from side to side. Taking the knees a little bit wider than the ribs, toes tuck in, taking a little bit of a wide-legged down dog. Slow it back. And breathe. On your next inhale, walk the feet in together and then roll that left leg up behind, three-legged dog. Exhale, go ahead, slow down, bring it onto the outside of the mat. Come into lizard. And breathe. So with your lizard here, you can stay upright or you can turn onto the side of the foot, taking twisted dragon. One more breath. And as always, you can stay here if you would like, or begin to heel toe after you bring the foot back to the earth, rolling into your pigeon posture. And come down, relaxing on the mat with whatever feels best for you. Breathe. Few more breaths here. And slowly take your time. You're on the forearms, rise up. Roll onto that left sit bone. Bring that right leg around. That leg's already going to be tucked. You can extend it if you need, and then roll into your half forward of the fish. And breathe. When you're ready to exhale, release, come to center, and then slowly release the twist. Bend down towards the left is a nice counter pose, and then come back to center. And then from here, you're going to put the weight in the right foot. Hands are going to come down to the side, and you're going to pivot and turn. Rise up to wherever you are on the mat. Come to the top of the mat. Inhale, arms overhead, upward salute. Exhale, forward fold into your downward dog. Right leg raises up, three-legged dog. Exhale, come down, lizard. Bring it onto the outside and breathe. So you can modify and go from tabletop into lizard, and you don't have to go from down dog, and just breathe here. Yogi's choice, you can stay a little bit longer, or you can roll into your pigeon. Take your time. If you had in the twisted dragon, go ahead and drop your foot and then roll over. And breathe. And as always, if you feel like staying a little bit longer, take what you need. Or if you're ready to slowly come out of the pose, raise up through the torso, hands to the earth. Rolling onto the right sit bone, that right leg's already tucked in. The left leg's going to swing around and hook, and then come into your pose. Breathe. One last breath. When you're ready to release, exhale, come to center, and then roll to the right side to gently take that counter pose here. And then we're going to come out of the posture a different way this time. So inhale, come back to center. And then from here, bring the hands behind, push that right leg out. And then left leg is going to fall in front, come into your fire log posture. Gently lower down, stretch through low back in the hips. If this is uncomfortable, you can just take easy seated Sukhasana. We're just taking a nice forward fold here, counter postures before coming down into our final pose for the evening. One more breath. Exhale, rise up. Slowly from here, hands come behind for support. Bring the legs out in front. Come into a boat posture if you're still wanting to add in that last little bit of core. It's up to you. Breathe. I'm taking a modified by keeping my hands on the earth. And then exhale, lower right leg, left leg comes on top. Fire log or easy seated. So if it's most comfortable for easy seated, take what you need and breathe. Yogi's choice. You can hold this posture a little longer, or you can gently raise up. Take your time, hands behind for support as you bring the legs either out in front into boat or lower them down. And however you want to go down to the earth, you can keep the legs lowered and roll down one vertebrae at a time, or you can come up into a full variation, a full boat posture here, even extending through the legs and then roll down. Go ahead, take one last stretch overhead, add in any supine twist or anything you need before finding your resting pose. I'm gonna lower the lights as we set up for our well-deserved Shavasana. Just breathe as you feel the body finding its way down into that place of stillness, that inner sanctuary. Use your intuition and allow the body to relax with one breath at a time, beginning from your forehead. And as you breathe, feel that sensation roll down through the body until you come completely settled and rested on the earth. I will be silent, and when it's time to reawaken, I will gently guide you back. Enjoy. Very gently, with the eyes remaining closed, take your time to gently reawaken. Become aware of the sensation of the floor supporting the back and the rest of the body. Feel the lengthening in the arms and the legs as you stretch overhead. Feel the ease and relaxation of the forehead and the jaw as you exhale. Release the breath through the mouth. And then slowly take your time rolling into a comfortable fetal posture before coming up to seated. Take what you need here. When you find yourself in seated, it might feel good to raise arms overhead just to take an upward stretch. And then if you would like to join me, palms together, hands at heart center, sealing the practice with a single Om. I'll inhale deep and then exhale for Om. Thank you for joining me this evening. May you be happy, may you be well, and may you always find that sanctuary of stillness within. Namaste.
Yes. Thank you, Amanda.
Thank you, guys.